blockchain Bullz, and today we're going to take a look at my top coins for 2022. So we can make a low cap video as well, but today we're just going to focus on what I think are the top 4 coins to watch. 3 of which are strong, 1 of which is a real wild card that could really make you gains. So let's get into this. So as I tweeted on my Twitter, Blockchain J, you guys who follow me over there already know what I tweeted, but I said my top 3 coins to watch in 2022 are Polka Dot, Algorand, and Enjin. I have a couple wild cards also. What are your top 3? So let's talk about why I think these coins are going to be big and see what you guys think, and then I'll also talk about some of the wild cards. So my first project that's on this list is Polka Dot. So for those of you who don't know about Polka Dot, it's one of the top 10 coins. It's been around for a while. It currently has a market cap of $30 billion. The thing that's interesting about this is that the price action for Polka Dot could put it at double the price fairly simply. If you look at, say, Ethereum right now, $484 billion, if Polka Dot achieves just about half of that, it goes to around about $120 to $150 a coin, depending on where it sits. So you could see you still have 4 or 5x potential with Polka Dot. And they are like the original Web3. If you go to Polka Dot's website, you'll see that they've also been talking about Web3 for a while. Now, there's a big debate going on about Web3, depending on what camp you're in, with Jack Dorsey, or if you're with Andreessen Horowitz, whichever one you want to get in on. But Web3 really is kind of cornered by these guys here with their parachains and what they've already talked about previously. So I would definitely keep an eye on Polka Dot. This is what I would consider the original ETH 2.0. This was ETH 2.0, probably even ETH 2.0.2, because Cardano in a way was ETH 2.0. Because as you guys know, ETH is inefficient, but it's still like the main leader on the chains. Polka Dot basically took everything ETH had and made it better, more scalable, and we're still waiting to see what's going on with Ethereum, but Polka Dot really is that. So it'll be interesting to see where these guys go in 2022. In fact, I had them big on the list last year. If you guys go to my channel and you type in Polka Dot, this was back when Polka Dot was $4. So I said last year Polka Dot was one of my top picks. If you go all the way back in time, Polka Dot coin, the best investment. That was back when it was $5. So it's still sitting at $30. We'll see where this ends up going, but Polka Dot, definitely, if you haven't already gotten into that ecosystem, take a look. I know people like Solana and some of these other ones, they're getting big on Terra Luna. I know those are big also. Here's one that's a little bit lower market cap. So just comparing Algorand to Polka Dot, this one's 30 billion, this one's 10 billion. So this one doesn't have this one doesn't have as much work to do to get real gains. I mean, if it just catches Polka Dot, it automatically basically 3x, right? So it goes to around $4, $5, somewhere around there, and that's very doable for a project like Algorand. I mean, it's just one of those projects you get in, you ride the waves up and down, and you take the good with the bad, and eventually, you end up looking back on it and saying, hey, that was a good investment. You got the Algorand Foundation. And they also have Algorand.com. You guys can go on here, take a look around. But basically, this is a blockchain developer platform. Again, we've watched Solana soar. We've seen Terra Luna soar. We've even seen Polka Dot really take off. Algorand seems like one of the next in line to really make a move. Currently sitting at number 21. So it keeps on moving. I think when I first got in Algorand last year, let's see here. It was around 40 cents. So let's see when I made the first video on Algorand here, just to give you guys some idea of how I've been tracking this. And I've watched it grow, definitely, but it's taken some time. Let's see, I talked about Algorand about 11 months ago, so back in January. I thought I was talking about it a little earlier, but you could see 10 months ago, 11 months ago. So that would have put the price around 40 cents, thereabouts. Currently sitting at $1.63. So I've watched it, 5, 6x. It's gone higher. It's been as high as 216. But again, it's a strong project. They've got strong leadership. It originated out of MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I think now it's in Singapore, just for some regulatory reasoning. But they've made all the right moves. I would definitely keep an eye on these guys. If you guys have been in crypto long enough, you've probably heard about Algorand. Definitely due for a move. I think it could be $120 billion market cap. Give it some time in a bull market. That would be like a 10 to 12x Algorand right there. Next one that is on this list is more of the blockchain developer platforms for gaming. So this is Enjin coin. I mean, this is a project that, as you guys know, altcoin Bullz has been big on for many years. But you look at this right here. It was 20 cents. Now it's sitting at 310. So it's gone up significantly, but it's still only $2.6 billion. If I were to compare it to another one that's similar, just to give you some idea, the Sandbox, 6.1. So, if it just catches the market cap of where Sandbox is right now, obviously Sandbox probably goes to 20 billion or something along the lines of a lot larger market cap, especially as blockchain gaming really takes a stronghold in the market and becomes something with the Metaverse and the NFT plays. But, you got a 3x with Enjin. I mean, obviously this is in a bull market. These are like projects that are going to be slow grows. They're going to have moments of parabolic moves. Obviously, if you could have got into them earlier, that would have been great. That's why the next one that I'm going to talk about is kind of getting you into that position. But Enjin coin, definitely still, these are projects that you can recommend to your friends and family with confidence, saying, hey, this is where I feel as though the growth is going to happen in the market. Obviously not professional financial advice from me, and you're not giving your friends and family financial advice. So, you have to give them that disclaimer and let them know, like, this is just where I think the market is going to move. This is opinion, but it's opinion based on data. I'm making educated decisions here. So, you guys can make all the judgment calls you guys want on something like this, Enjin or Algorand or Polka Dot. But this is kind of where my market, I feel the market is going to have some growth. And I've been doing crypto now for, 4 or 5 years, just making these videos. I mean, I made my first videos back in 2017. So I've been doing this analysis for a while. I've got a bit of experience in watching trends. But anyway, so the one that I want to talk about that is early is Proton. So this one here, sitting at 159 million. I mean, if this thing goes to $2 billion market cap, I mean, it almost 20x's, right? Depending on how high over 2 billion it goes. But Proton is basically a developer platform. I mean, there's still an Ethereum contract, but at some point in time, they're going to upgrade. So you can build on Proton, the payment blockchain. And you can see they kind of are going to compete with Venmo. Some people say it's a Venmo a similar project because it's got the universal names, but you can send money, receive crypto by using an @ mention, right? So verified identity built for stable coins. This one right here, like I said, I mean, all it needs is volume, all it needs is adoption, and the next thing you know, this project has a rocket moment, kind of like what you saw with Solana. I mean, that's what we're really looking for, right? We're looking to get into the next Solana or Cardano. I mean, many of you guys already invested in Cardano if you've been following this channel. We used to invest in Cardano at 4 cents. We invested in Cardano at 12 cents. We invested in Cardano at 20 cents. So if you guys have been with me for a while, you know what's up with the rocket gains. I mean, we watched Cardano go, I think, to $3 last cycle. But I missed Solana. I did not get in on Solana, I'll be honest with you. But, seeing that happened, if you go back in time to Solana, I remember way back when Solana, let's see if I can get the chart to pull up properly. So in January, if you invested in Solana, it was $4.31, which tells you what? That you want to find the next Solana, right? I mean, I could do the same thing for Cardano. I mean, it's basically the same kind of rocket. But that's what I think Proton is, right? So I'm trying to find the next Solana, the next Cardano of this year. And it's going to happen in gaming. It's going to happen in Metaverse. It's going to happen in smart contract developer platforms because we still haven't reached the point we need to be as a whole market. So Proton, I would say definitely add that to your list if you haven't already. Again, do your own research. This is where my research has led me. So I've given you 4 here. I will say there's a couple other wildcards that are on my list that I can throw in there, but that might be saved for another video. If you guys really want the wildcard list, that's going to be the low cap gems, the things that I have got my eye on that I think are going to move. Let me know if you guys want that video, and I can make it sooner than later if need be. So anyways, thanks to everyone who watched this, and we'll see you on the next one.